pretty bountiful harvest up in here. Hey garden gals and guys, it's Steph with Tiny's Garden, and I'm doing something I've never done before on my channel or in my life. I am doing some nighttime dahlia harvesting. That's right, is it working? Yeah. I've got a flashlight here that I'm gonna go out and use because I just finished watering my garden because it's been 100 degrees here in zone 5B. I'm in the Chicago suburbs. The heat index is like 111, insanely hot. So I just watered everything by hand, and I noticed in the dark that I've got some new huge dahlia blooms, one of which I think, and very much so hope, is Break Out, which I've been trying to grow for a couple years now, and I haven't gotten a single bloom, so I'm hoping this year is the year. And because I've had a huge Japanese beetle problem.
Several Japanese beetles. Not great.
I want to get out there and cut them, harvest them before the bugs get to them. There's other things that I could tell had bloomed too that I haven't seen yet, and I didn't have a flashlight out there, so I thought maybe you would want to come along with me for this experience. And it's 8:24 on August 24th. That's 8:24 p.m. And we're just gonna do this thing. Let's fill up this water, take my shears, go outside, and have a look if we can see anything. These are the ball mason jars. I used one of these in my last video. Look at that bouquet of Lizzies. I got these from Target. It's the vintage edition. In case you didn't see that, it's like a rose color, and it's 32 ounces, and I quite like them. I really do. Let's go see if we can harvest some of these and have some gorgeous nighttime dahlia blooms.
Okay, I've never filmed in the dark before, so bear with me. Here comes the flashlight. There she is. Let me get closer. Oh my goodness, shoot, she already has some bug damage. You're kidding me. But look, there's more. This one here. Okay, I'm gonna cut her. I'll bring her inside so you can see more. Oh my goodness, I think it's her. I had to show you because I saw this in the light from the window. I'm not even inside yet, but look at her! And look at this. That is alamode, and such a beautiful variation of it. No bug damage. Oh my gosh, this is like a treasure hunt in the dark. Okay, my husband just got home, so he's trying to help me film this. Can you believe these? The first thing he said was, "Those are huge!" But these are the ones that I think are Breakout, and one's got bug damage pretty badly, but one does not. It's so pristine. And I have to hold the jar because they're so big they fall over. I also got a very neat Myrtle's brandy and the alamode I just showed you. But look at all these blooms. I'm gonna cut a couple more and then I'll come inside and show you everything in the light. We'll end this nighttime series right here. Okay, let's go through some of these. I should probably start with the main event, right? I'll get to these in a second. These honkin' long stems, which I'm super proud of. Okay, baby. Strip the leaves, strip the leaves. I mean, let me get out of the picture so you can see this beauty. Hardly any bug damage as well. It was worth going out at nighttime for this one. So let me know in the comments below, but this is what I think is Breakout. And if it's not Breakout, then it's Cafe Au Lait. But I love it either way. Let me know. I know I've got a lot of new subscribers. Let me know in the comments below if you prefer Breakout or if you prefer Cafe Au Lait, because they're very similar. But oh man, and look at the back. Just perfect. You already saw the size of my head. Amazing. I'll double check my label tomorrow if I can read it. So stay tuned. It's the next afternoon, and interestingly enough, the label that I believe this plant has come from is labeled as unknown. Huh. So that means I couldn't read the label on the tuber, or it wasn't labeled, but the more I think about it, the more I believe it is Cafe Au Lait, arguably the most popular dahlia in the world. It happens to be my unknown labeled dahlia. Just found my flashlight from last night. Okay, back to the video.
So for example, this is the same one except it is older and has much more bug damage on it. So not near as pretty. Can you see all of that? That's why I sprinted outside when usually I'm nearly in bed and went to try and get that one that I thought looked pretty good. And thankfully it did. So this is what bug damage can do. Maybe it is Cafe Au Lait, because look at this. This one right here hasn't opened up yet, and it's got a little bit of that purplish color running through it. It's a mystery. I didn't think Cafe Au Laits get this big. Huh. Okay, on to some others. This is the a la mode one that I tried to show you in the dark, but you've got to see it in the light because I'm loving it. Isn't that fantastic? This is a perfect form one too. A la mode. The back, glorious, glorious. It's almost got this ombre effect over here where it fades out to a light yellowish peach. Sometimes the variation in dahlias in their blooms within the same variety are so interesting. Like this Myrtle's Brandy I'm about to show you. So we've got this one here, which is like a smaller version of a Myrtle's Brandy I picked earlier in the week, which I'll show you on the screen. See here, it's coloring up close. And some people this might be too loud for, but I actually like it. But I actually think I prefer this size a little more. It's smaller than my palm, just barely. And it does remind me of Checkers, which I grew 2 years ago and really enjoyed. But I almost think this bloom I also cut off from the same plant is even cooler. Here it is, also a Myrtle's Brandy, but almost has that variation effect over here of that tie-dye looking center. Really beautiful because it's got the red and white striping like the other one over here, but then it just subtly fades into almost all white. I think that's so unique and beautiful. Love, love, love how they can be slightly different and have their own personalities in the bloom. And then we've got Solman here, which I showed you in a video just a little while ago. But this is a really nice bloom. There's no damage on it. The back looks stellar. And then this bloom is not great. Here you can see the petals are a little old. It's looking a little wilted. The back has some damage, so not great. But what I do like about this, they're pretty long stems. And that's because I've been cutting them deep. So these are really workable in bouquets. So I'm happy about that. But the longest stem is right up here. First of all, these are the blooms. And it's Blizzard, which I've been having Japanese beetle trouble on all year. And all of these blooms, all four, look incredible. Front and back. So I hopped on that train of cutting those. And the stems. What? They're like swords. I can't even fit the whole thing on the screen. That's incredible. Again, testament to cutting deep into your dahlias. Even though you're not going to want to, especially if you're new to dahlias, you're gonna want to just cut the little stem off, cut deep into the center of the plant. You will get nice long stems that are way more usable for a variety of things if you cut deep. I mean, this one is almost up to my waist. Not kidding. Look at these. That's incredible. Again, this is Blizzard, and it is a prolific bloomer. Really nice long stems. I've by far gotten the most blooms off of this one plant, this one tuber, out of all of them in the garden, with Cornell being a close second. Of course, this one here is Cornell, but I might have been mistaken because I forgot about Lark's Ebb. These also have gorgeous, nice long stems, and I think I have cut more off of these than Cornell. It has been a workhorse. It's my first time growing it. Cannot complain at all. I mean, look at that. And the coloring is just fantastic. I got it because Floret really recommended it, and I see why. It is incredible. So on these right here, this is a good testament of why you want to cut deep into the stem. I know when you see these buds, there's 2 there, there's 2 there, there's another one over here. You're not going to want to cut those off because they would turn into flowers, which yes, they would. But if you cut deep into the stem of your dahlia, you will get more stems with more blooms. I mean, there is 3, 4, 5, 6 different stems there. This one has 3 different stems, 2 different stems. So you will be paid back for cutting deep into your plant in a good way with more blooms. So don't worry about sacrificing a couple because you will get plenty of blooms in their place. I also cut this pretty little one, and I'll be honest, I have no idea what it is because it was dark and I couldn't get under there to read the labels well. With the flashlight, it was a whole thing. But I'm loving how long the stem is, and it's a really nice, delicate little bloom, smaller than my palm. And then of course we have tried and true Belle of Barmera, which I've showed you a couple times this year already, and she is looking stellar as usual. Beautiful though, no bug damage. And that's what I wanted to do, is go out there and get them before the bugs came, because who knows, as soon as I would try and get them in the morning, they'd probably have bug damage all over them. So let me show you what I actually found in one of my cupboards that will work as an organza bag. So I found these organza bags, which, if you can guess what these are from, that I received for my garden, dun, da, 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 ranunculus forms. Some companies I ordered from, I think it was actually a flower farmer, sent the ranunculus forms in these, and I found them the other day because I kept them. It's an organza bag, so essentially this size is not going to fit all of them, but we'll take this gorgeous Lark's Ebbs for example. If I take this, and this is on my dahlia plant outside, and I start to see it's going to open soon, I can come over and put this is hard to do without 2 hands, put this over this way nice and delicately. Of course this would usually be closed more, it wouldn't be open yet, and then it would softly open as it ages and the bugs don't get in there as well because I can pull this string and it closes around the dahlia. Does that make sense? So that's why organza bags will work better. So I'm so glad I found these. You can also order them online, I believe. Comment below and let me know if you use organza bags, where you get them from, because I do want to order bigger ones, because again, this one is a little smaller than my palm, and there's very big dahlias that I would like to protect. But anyways, that's the organza bag trick. I know I've talked about it a little bit. I haven't used it yet, but I just found these, so I'm very excited about it. Okay, everybody, so that is it for my nighttime harvest dahlia edition. Honestly, it was pretty fun, a little bit like a treasure hunt in the dark, but because I've been having those bug problems, I really wanted to get out there, cut them, harvest them, and bring them in, especially since I saw this huge one. Let's take another look at her, shall we? That is worth running out at 8:30 at night for. Especially now that you know the difference between a bug-eaten one and one that is super beautiful. The things we do for our gardens. So that'll be it, everybody. Thanks for coming along with me on that adventure tonight. And I wanted to say thank you for a lot of new subscribers for coming along this journey with me, because my last video, the Lisianthus harvest, that I finally got my floret picture, if you will. I got the picture. I got it. I've done it. I did it. Thank you. One of the subscribers commented, and that is exactly the term I was looking for. My floret pose. Finally got that, and I have gotten a lot of new subscribers from that video and many, many sweet comments. So thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy the ride with me, and we'll keep working out in the garden. Please like this video if you found it helpful or enjoyed it. And if you haven't yet, Subscribe to my channel to follow along with all things garden. We'll see you in the next one, everyone. Happy planting. Bye.